What is up, you guys? The Fallout What If here, and today I gotta be doing a what if that you guys destroyed the light goal for this one right here. So I decided, hey, why not just do a video about this? Now, this is what if Deku was the reincarnation of Zenitsu, and basically Deku is going to have a weird life ahead of him. Let's say this: Deku, he left the clan, and he decided to just leave because, you know, they didn't like him, and they were trying to, like, always boss him around and all that stuff. You already know. See episode 1 for this. So anyway, Deku is just living his life the way he wants to. Trying to find love, and trying to find different, like, people in his life to, like, care about. Not only that, he lives somewhere else. Let's just say it's somewhere near a village or a mountain. And yeah, I know it's kind of cliche, but it's not like I want to talk about freaking hotels and management and all that stuff. So Deku, does his thing, and I'm going to like ask you guys who to ship him with, and you guys said to ship Deku with the Hulk. Or no. Ship Hulk Deku with Midnight. I'm thinking about doing that at the same time, but, you know, just trying to work my way up to it, people. So, Deku lives near the mountains, not in the mountains, just near it. And he always just goes to class 1A, and how do I say it? The village, or the clan members were trying to stop him, but Deku couldn't do, like, or Deku just ran past them using his thunderclap flash technique. And yeah, they couldn't do a thing because they're not they're not students or like teachers, they're just clan members. Now, here's the thing, they did say that freaking Deku was told by there was a note saying that Izuku was not supposed to like go to school or go to that school, and Deku says, "I'm not a part of that clan anymore, so whatever they say, that's not for me." And they're like, "All right, we just wanted you because you're a student, not because of your powers and all that stuff. But hey, doesn't matter." And where's Nezuko in all this? Well, you guys told me about what the whole like freaking Nezuko turns human. But it's so cute when she turns into a little vampire or a little demon. And yeah, who am I going to ship this Deku with? Leave some suggestions below, and then I'll do a poll about it. So yeah. Now anyway, what's going to happen is Deku just goes around and just meets some of the teachers and some of the students and all that stuff. Meets freaking Ida, meets freaking who else? Oh no, but he's just being nice to all of them. And he's just being the doting idiot. Now, Bakugo doesn't like him. Let's see, basically not a lot of people like know who he is. They just know it's the guy who just automatically just destroyed a lot of things. And yeah, so anyway. Let's see. What should I do? Well, basically Deku just goes to freaking class, sits down, and does his thing. Waits for freaking Aizawa. He doesn't know where Aizawa's at. But but anyway, I forgot to say Nezuko is with Deku, and he's in that little box. And freaking Deku just says, "All right, or what do I call you?" And she just does like, just humping and like whatever, doing like a lot of like humming and doing like some pomp sounds, you know, just making some sounds. And Deku's like, "Oh, so you just want me to call you Nezuko?" She nods her head and it's like, "All right, Nezuko. Well, I'm going to be like in class, so try not to make any noise." And basically, she doesn't make any noise. Let's see, Deku just, you know, spends his time in class, and then Aizawa does his thing. The Quirk apprehension test goes like this. Freaking Deku and, Deku just, like, blitzes a lot of people when it comes to the freaking speed technique. Yeah, he's not even. He's more. He grabs freaking Aizawa's clock, or grabs Aizawa's clock, and just pushes the button for him. So it's like, this kid is fast enough to go to me, and then go back to his spot, and then go back to me again. And this is like when he's like, oh sheesh, okay, we're dealing with a true prodigy here, people. Let's see, what else? Oh yes, Deku just spends his time, or no, he doesn't spend his time. He just talks with the other people, and Aizawa's like, this kid must be from, or this kid's from the freaking Agatsuma freaking, or the Thunder Clan. So they're like, okay, so yeah, like, what is this kid's super abilities? Like, he wants to know what the abilities are. So now we get to the whole freaking heroes versus villains exam, and let's see. Oh yes, Deku just goes around and starts dressing up, and he dresses up in the costume, the same getup that he usually wears. But here's the thing: underneath the freaking kimono, I don't know what this is. It's either a shirt, or like a special kind of shirt, or a jacket, kimono, whatever it's called. Basically, under there is freaking basically some snacks, which Deku still takes because, well, he's always prepared. Not only that, Deku hangs around with a freaking bird, which is the same bird that he usually had back, or which Zenitsu had. But it's like it's the same bird, same everything, but the difference is this one has a quirk, which basically can like shoot little light, like zap somebody. So it's like the quirk. His quirk has a stun gun, which, you know, I'm just pulling out, you know, my rear end. But anyway, Deku and the other, like, he has like different kinds of weapons, but he usually wears a sword. The other ones are basically like daggers and throwing knives. So, Deku also has this little knife, or has this like kunai, because, you know, he also uses like different kinds of weapons, like I said. When he shoots it down, basically where he senses the electrical current, he just teleports there. Or not teleports, but he basically somewhat like knows where it's supposed to be at, and then like somewhat just like goes in lightning formation. Which, if you guys already know what I'm trying to say, then yeah, you rock. If you don't, watch Naruto. I think you'll like it. So anyway, Deku just goes around and just talks to freaking Aizawa, saying, okay, so who am I versing? And he sees freaking Bakugo. And I forgot if Bakugo bullied him, but I don't think so at all. Like, because Bakugo was never with him in the Thunder Clan, with the Thunder Clan. And yeah, pretty much all that happens. Let's see. Kaminari wants to fight him because he's like Thunder Clan, and Deku is Deku's a Thunder Clan member, but freaking Kaminari has lightning. So yeah, female Kaminari. You know, probably a female. It's a female Kaminari and female Jiro. I don't know if I'm going to put Toga because of the whole like freaking bloodsucker thing. Probably not. Probably so. Just comment down below what you want, and yeah, pretty much that's it. Now, both freaking Deku and let's see. So it's Kaminari and Bakugo versus freaking Ochako and Deku. So what happens is this: Deku and freaking Ochako are basically like running towards them, and we already know what's going to happen here. Bakugo shoots in, saying, "All right, who do I have to explode now?" And he sees freaking Deku, and he's like, "Why do I feel the sudden urge to destroy him?" That's what. That's the thing, though. They're linked between a connection. So anyway, Deku just goes around and just says, "All right, so I have to verse you." And he's kind of shaking right now because he's confident, but at the same time he's not confident. That's his thing. He's kind of like Zenitsu still. He has that little personality which makes him shy. But Deku just knows that he has to keep going for it, when Bakugo just, like, is showing around, like, doing his freaking... Give me a second here. And he basically looks like this. And if Deku looks at this, he's like, ah, crap, I gotta fight somebody with rabies. That's not a good idea at all. Let me see back here. Hold on, let me see. Right there, right there. And basically, Deku has to summon his sword. And he has the sheet, or like a special protector right there, in order to make sure that civilians don't get killed with this. Deku just speeds to freaking Bakugo. Bakugo starts exploding, and Deku has to just, like, get out of the way. And at the same time, freaking Nezuko is right there in the box, and opening it, freaking... Oh, sheesh. Sorry about that. Freaking, Mineta's looking at her, and is like, oh boy. Another win for the Payday Gang. So, Deku does all that, and Bakugo sees freaking Deku just going towards, going towards him. Freaking Deku just goes around and basically starts hitting him. Freaking Chaco is told by Deku to just, like, go and he'll catch up with her. And Deku's like, all right. Why are you always so mad, Bakugo? And he's all like, I want to kill you for some reason. And Deku's like, oh, crap. So Deku's dodging out of the way and running towards him and hits him in the freaking stomach with the sword. After that, Bakugo feels a little woozy. And after that, Deku smashes his sword on Bakugo's head, and he passes out. Now, the whole thing happens with freaking Kaminari. She shoots out lightning, and basically... Okay, so Deku Deku was hanging around Kaminari and Jiro back then, so he taught her some lightning techniques or something to make sure that she knows how to shoot lightning. And basically, Deku was like, I shouldn't have taught her lightning right at this moment. Crap, because freaking Ochako is being stunned, and Deku is like, ah, crap. She's going to hate me once she wakes up. And basically runs to freaking Kaminari, tries to hit him or her, but she's like, nope, you can't do that. And he's like, wait a minute, what do you mean I can't do that? And basically freaking Mineta's looking at freaking Nezuko, and Nezuko is like looking at him like, oh boy, he's going to try to do something. I know that look from anywhere. And she's like having those little fond memories of freaking zenitsu. And Deku is just like running around, making sure that she doesn't hit him with her lightning, because Deku knows how to use lightning. It goes inside of him. That doesn't sound right. Deku knows how to use lightning because lightning's always around him, and it's sometimes in his like in his bagpipes, or he breathes this kind of stuff. But being shot at by lightning doesn't freaking feels painful. So Deku just does what's it called? Let's see. I do know I know that he might do the freaking distant thunder technique, which is basically a long range attack, and basically Deku just shoots it at Kaminari. Kaminari gets this charge up, and she shoots it back at him, and Deku grabs the lightning from the tip of the freaking thunderbolt, and basically is like spinning around with it, and after that he uses that in a lightning ball. And after that, it's just a harmless lightning ball, which hits her 5 times, passes out. Deku grabs the bomb, and that's it. Now, what happens in the freaking USJ attack? Well, Deku just goes around and fights with the other people. Now, what happened through the whole thing? Well, basically, Deku just goes around and, well, hold on. How would I say this? Oh, yes. Basically, they have to talk to Deku about Nezuko. Deku grabs freaking Mineta and says, if you ever peep at her again, I swear, I will stab you with this, char you with lightning, and after that, feed you to a bird, which even he won't like. And freaking Mineta's like looking at Deku's eyes, and they turn red. And Minetta's like, I don't want to do this ever again. I promise I'll never peep on anyone again. Just please never don't hurt me. And Deku's like, whatever. And Deku just drops him, and after that just goes, picks up Nezuko and says, are you okay, Nezuko? Nezuko just hugs him because she's still in her small form, and she's getting so used to her small form a lot. Like, yeah, pretty much that's it. But with freaking Jiro, she's like, wait, who is this person? And Deku's like, well, she's a relative of mine. He doesn't want to say, oh yeah, this is my freaking great 17 generations great grandmother. No. He's just gonna be like, okay, this is a family member. Yeah, it's kind of like a little sister to me. And Deku is just talking to how would I say this? Deku is talking to freaking Jiro, and Jiro and her, just talk a lot. With freaking Kaminari, they're just waiting for Kaminari to wake up. Bakugo wakes up earlier and is like, one day I'll kill you, and this just has a freaking foam coming out of his mouth, like, and after that, Deku's like, okay. Now, some of the clan members go around Deku and say, we are going to ask for you to come back with us. And Deku says, why? And, mind you, they're in freaking school, and the freaking clan members got permission to talk with Izuku. And they're like, look, you are still belong to us. And Deku says, I belong to nobody. And basically they're like, yeah, well, that may be true, but you still hold our genes. We do not want you to teach people who aren't worthy of holding this clan's truest potential. The clan's truest potential. And Deku's like, yeah, that's not for you to decide. I kicked myself out. I don't want to be in your clan because you guys are nothing more than just stuck-up jerks who only want power, fame, don't want to actually help out people. And Jiro's like, but wait a minute, they're famous for helping out. And Deku's like, they do it for the money. I heard them before. And they're like, preposterous. And Deku's like, oh yeah? Okay, since that's the case, why don't you guys just not do it for the money anymore? I mean, you already live in a place where money's not needed. So why just still have money? And they're like, because we still need to buy food for people. And they're like, there's animals that you can hunt. You can use your techniques on them. Not only that, there's sheep that you have. There's cattle. You're pretty much set for life. You just don't want to do the work. And they're like, how dare you? And Deku's like, no, how dare you? You thought I was a monster, and you wanted me not to be in the UA. You did not want me to be in the UA in UA High because of the fact that you thought I was going to be a bad representative in your freaking school. So you decide to kick me out, or you decide to just try to stop me. But now I don't need to listen to you guys anymore. I am free to do whatever I please. Now, if you want something, go talk to the teachers, because I'm not going to budge one bit. You guys may think that I will, but I won't. Now, after that, the freaking clan members just walk away because freaking Aizawa says, alright, so you guys had your time. Now it's time to do the public announcements and just being depressed. And I want to kill myself because I don't have my coffee in the morning. And the only thing that actually makes me happy is a boatload of kittens. And after that, freaking, he's just talking a lot. And after that, he just escorts them. So, now we got to all that. Now I'm going to leave it off here. And if you guys want part 2, then just, do what you always do. Make it to 100 since there's only 20 minutes onto this. And we'll talk about it next time. So, like, comment, and do subscribe to the channel, people. This has been the Fallout What If here. Bye.